as being an individual in long-term recovery, I know personally what it's done. Spent about 20 years in the grips of addiction. Something that started out as really just a casual user. Of course, things progressed, started really feeling that effect of substance use. To naturally just led to me where I was fully dependent in and out of incarceration. Really had a life that maybe on the outside looked normal to others, but really on the inside, it was just disaster, completely miserable. Naturally grew up in a large family, a large household. I'm the youngest of 4 with 3 older sisters. My mom has worked in the medical profession, a little over 40 years. My father was a government contractor. Some significant things happened through that time period. My father actually walked out on the family when I was 6 years old. So that left, my mom working 2 jobs, and a lot of my upbringing was kind of put off on my older siblings, which, raised in a house full of women, that's I always jokingly say that was pretty dramatic itself, because my weekends didn't really consist of like watching cartoons and my Scooby-Doo underwear, eating cereal. There was always some agenda to do. My mom made sure that I participated in pretty much every extracurricular activity, played all kinds of sports. She utilized my uncles and things to carry me fishing and hunting. So naturally, it looked like I was having an everyday life like a young boy should. But what actually was happening during all of this is I developed that resentment to where, today I don't really care to go hunting. I don't care for fishing. I really am that guy that goes to sporting events just as social gatherings because I talk the whole time. I'm not necessarily engaged in that. The upbringing and living with my sisters, I was introduced to alcohol at age 11. First time with any substance. Being that annoying little brother at my oldest sister's 9 years age difference. So of course she's, freshly out of high school, having the little house party and things like that. And I'm just here aggravating everybody. So they had the bright idea of, let's give him some alcohol. And, he can become our entertainment, and, he'll pass out and we can go on and do our things. And, something happened that night that I can remember just so vaguely, that it was like a connection was developed. Of course, seeking professional help later on, people say, oh, it's the connection to the alcohol and things, but that's not necessarily what I remember. The connection that really is profound to me from that night was just the connection of a group of peers, belonging to a group of peers that were so much older than I was. It was kind of like, man, I feel like I'm part of something now, right? Unfortunately, I held on to that connection for the majority of my, teenage life, even young adult life. And what I mean by that is, so as I progressed in school, I become popular because maybe we wanted alcohol or something on the weekends, but who could get it? Oh, well, we'll know somebody that's older that can get that. So, kind of come this illusion of popularity and things just for that reason. And naturally, just that whole cycle progressed.